thank everyone who's here, and thank you that you spent your time to serve teens, because I know that a lot of people would rather be sitting at home or doing other stuff on their agenda, and instead you're here serving us, and really you're serving God. And I think that's interesting because this is also the week that Jesus served in one of the biggest ways possible. Or it is the biggest way possible. I would like to talk about Jesus and his ministry and how he served. And everything that he did, whether it was miracles, healings, just spending time with other people, it was all in service of others. It was all about others. That's all he was about. And he even served his disciples who were following him in big ways. In John 3:3-5, it says, Jesus knew that the Father had put all things under his power, and that he had come from God and was returning to God. So he got up from the meal, took off his outer clothing, and wrapped a towel around his waist. After that, he poured water into a basin and began to wash his disciples' feet, drying them with the towel that was wrapped around him. And I think this is interesting because Jesus, the Lord of the universe, who had even put each toe on the disciples' feet as they were babies, as they weren't even created. And here he is washing their feet. And I'm sure back in the Bible times, as you can imagine, the dirty, stinky roads that they had to travel on, so that made their feet dirty and stinky, and there was probably animal waste. I mean, how gross is that? Nobody wants to touch that stuff. And here, Jesus gets down, takes off his clothes, puts a towel on, and washes his disciples' feet. So Christians today, how does that apply to us? Well, Jesus, as we study him in the Bible, he had compassion and love as he served other people. And it's interesting because he knew them all personally. He knew their insecurities and their fears and everything they had done wrong, and he still loved them and served them with humility. He is our ultimate example for service. So we must serve like Jesus served, because since we are striving to be like him, we must serve like him. And also, God does not leave us to figure out things on our own. He has given us gifts and special talents to serve other people with, whether it's speaking, whether it's serving with children, different things, because we are different parts of the body and we serve different people. All gifts that he has given us are to be used for the glory of him. We do not get any of the glory, but he has given us the gifts to glorify him. So, then, later on, after Jesus washes his disciples' feet, he gets betrayed by Judas, and then he serves by giving his life on the cross. He was compelled by compassion and love of others, of people in the world, to die the lowliest death on the cross, the death of a criminal. And he did that for you and me. And that's what this week is all about, to remember what Jesus has done for us, and to remember how he served, and remember that we must serve like him. He was compelled by love to go to that cross. He didn't want to. He begged his Father not to, but he did it anyway, out of love and out of compassion for us, the people who he knew. So, if we all remember what Jesus has done for us, we must remember to serve compelled by love and compelled